From the ashes of tragedy to the dizzying heights of unparalleled glory, a club synonymous with drama, passion, and an unyielding will to win. For over a century, Manchester United hasn't just played football, they've defined it. What's up, Red Devils and football fanatics? You're on our club's story. And today we're diving deep into the heart of one of the world's most iconic football clubs, Manchester United. We're going to journey through their incredible history, the triumphs, the tragedies, the legends, and the challenging present, to understand why this club, despite its recent struggles, remains a global powerhouse. So, whether you bleed red or just appreciate footballing greatness, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's unpack the enduring legacy of Manchester United. Our story begins not with a bang, but with the humble origins of Newton Heath LYR Football Club in 1878, formed by railway workers. Fast forward to 1902, and facing bankruptcy, the club was saved, rebranded, and the legend of Manchester United was born. They quickly found success, winning their first Division title in 1908 and the FA Cup in 1909. But the true soul of Manchester United, the foundation of its attacking philosophy and belief in youth, was forged under the visionary leadership of Sir Matt Busby. Appointed manager in 1945, Busby was revolutionary. He demanded full control over player transfers and the youth team, a groundbreaking concept at the time. His philosophy was simple: if they're good enough, they're old enough. This gave birth to the legendary Busby Babes. This was a team of homegrown talent, brimming with skill, flair, and an almost reckless abandon. They were electrifying, capturing the hearts of the nation, winning league titles in 1956 and 1957 with an average age of just 22. They were poised for European domination. Then, on February 6, 1958, the world stopped. Returning from a European Cup tie in Belgrade, their plane crashed on takeoff in Munich. 23 people died, including 8 of the Busby Babes. A generation of footballing genius wiped out in an instant. It was a heart-wrenching tragedy that left an indelible scar on the club and the football world. But from the ashes of Munich emerged an unbreakable spirit. Sir Matt Busby, severely injured, remarkably survived, and with immense courage rebuilt the team. He was driven by a promise to the fallen to win the European Cup. And in 1968, 10 years after Munich, that promise was fulfilled. Led by the Holy Trinity of Bobby Charlton, George Best, and Dennis Law, Manchester United beat Benfica 4-1 in the European Cup final at Wembley. It was more than just a trophy. It was a testament to resilience. This victory cemented United's place in the pantheon of European football and etched Sir Matt Busby's name into immortality. However, following Busby's retirement in 1969, United entered a period of relative decline. Despite winning a couple of FA Cups and a Cup Winners' Cup, the club struggled to recapture the consistent league dominance of the Busby era. Managers came and went, with varying degrees of success, but none could truly fill the enormous void left by Sir Matt. The club yearned for a new era of sustained success. They just didn't know who would deliver it. That deliverer arrived on November 6, 1986, Alex Ferguson. His initial years were challenging, marked by near sackings and a struggle to dislodge Liverpool from their perch. But the board showed faith, and that faith was repaid in spades. The turning point came in 1990 with an FA Cup victory. This wasn't just a trophy, it was the catalyst. It bred belief. And with it came the first league title in 26 years, in 1993, ushering in the Premier League era. And at the heart of this resurgence was a Frenchman with an enigmatic aura and sublime skill, Eric Cantona. King Eric, his arrival transformed the team, bringing an arrogance and winning mentality that became synonymous with the club. But Ferguson's true genius lay in his ability to constantly evolve and his unwavering belief in youth. The class of '92, David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Gary and Phil Neville, Nicky Butt, emerged from the academy to form the backbone of a team that would dominate English football for 2 decades. This blend of established stars and hungry young talent was simply unstoppable. Under Ferguson, United became a relentless winning machine. They played with an attacking verve, a never-say-die attitude, and a knack for scoring late goals that became known as Fergie time. The trophies piled up: Premier League titles, FA Cups, League Cups. But the pinnacle, the absolute zenith of the Ferguson era, came in the breathtaking 1998-99 season. It was a campaign of unprecedented drama, culminating in the historic treble: the Premier League, FA Cup, and the Champions League. Think about it. Giggs' solo goal against Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final replay, Roy Keane's superhuman performance in Turin against Juventus, and then that unforgettable night in Barcelona against Bayern Munich. Trailing 1-0 in the 90th minute, 2 injury-time goals from Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer snatched the Champions League trophy from the jaws of defeat. It was pure theater, a moment that places as one of the greatest club sides ever. The treble wasn't the end, it was just another chapter. Ferguson continued to reinvent the team, bringing in new legends like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, Nemanja Vidic, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. When Sir Alex Ferguson finally retired in 2013, after 26.5 years, 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, 5 FA Cups, and countless other trophies, he left behind an unprecedented void, the very heartbeat of Manchester United. His departure marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new, challenging chapter. The years since Ferguson's retirement have been, to put it mildly, difficult. The club has struggled to find a consistent identity, a clear direction, or a manager who can truly fill those colossal shoes. David Moyes inherited an impossible task. Louis van Gaal brought a philosophy, but limited success. Jose Mourinho delivered trophies, but also division. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought the feel-good factor and a brief resurgence, but ultimately fell short. And Erik ten Hag, after a promising first season, is now facing immense pressure. The transfer market strategy has often been criticized, with huge sums spent on players who haven't consistently delivered. The once feared Old Trafford has lost some of its aura, and the club has drifted further from its core values of attacking football and youth development. For fans, it's been a roller coaster of hope and despair. The longing for the glory days is palpable, and the frustration with the club's direction has often boiled over. United, once the undisputed kings of English football, now find themselves battling for Champions League qualification, a stark contrast to their previous dominance. But recently, a new chapter has begun. With Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos acquiring a minority stake and taking control of football operations, there's a renewed sense of optimism. This isn't just about financial investment, it's about a strategic shift, a focus on rebuilding the footballing structure from the ground up. The challenge is immense. It requires patience, smart recruitment, a clear footballing philosophy, and a rediscovery of that fearless attacking spirit that defined the club for so long. It means trusting the process, developing talent, and making difficult decisions. Can Manchester United return to its former glory? Can they once again challenge for the biggest trophies, not just domestically, but in Europe? The road is long, but the history of this club is one of resilience, of rising from the ashes, and of an unyielding belief in success. The legacy demands it. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour through the incredible, often dramatic, and always captivating history of Manchester United. From the Busby Babes to the Ferguson dynasty, and now, the challenging path to rediscover their identity. What are your most cherished Manchester United memories? Who is your all-time favorite Red Devil, and what do you think it will take for United to truly return to the top? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button, subscribe to our club's story for more football content, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, glory, glory Man United.